The simple vapor absorption system. Simple vapor absorption system, figure is given below, consists of an absorber, a pump, a generator, and a pressure reducing valve to replace the compressor of the vapor compression system. The other components of the condenser, receiver, expansion valve, and evaporator as in the vapor compression cycle. Here you see, here this is the part of the compressor in which generator is there, then pressure reducing valve through which the weak solution is coming to absorber is there, then cooling water arrangement is there with the absorber, and heating arrangement is there in the generator. This solution is being pumped to the generator. This part is completely replacement of the compressor in vapor compression cycle. In vapor compression cycle we have got the compressor, and here we have got the generator, pressure reducing valve, absorber, and besides that we have got the condenser which is cooled with the cooling water, that is also there in the vapor compression also. Then we have got the receiver in which the liquid refrigerant comes in. Then we have got the expansion valve, and after that we have got the evaporator. From evaporator the gas moves into the absorber. So let us go into the detail. In this system, the low pressure ammonia vapor leaving the evaporator enters the absorber by the cold water in the absorber. Here it is the absorber. Ammonia has got the affinity for the water, so it get absorbed, and it is exothermic reaction, so cooling water arrangement is there to remove the heat. The water has the ability to absorb the large quantity of ammonia vapor, and the solution thus formed is known as aqua ammonia. The absorption of ammonia vapor in water lowers the pressure in the absorber, which in turns draws more ammonia vapor from the evaporator, and thus rises the temperature of cooling arrangement. Usually water cooling is employed in the absorber to remove the heat of the solution involved there. It is exothermic reaction, heat is being involved, lot of heat, so it is being absorbed with the help of cooling water temperature. This is necessary in order to increase the absorption capacity of water, because at high temperature water absorbs less ammonia vapor. The strong solution thus formed in the absorber is pumped to the generator by the liquid pump. Here, see, a strong solution has been formed over here. It is being pumped with the help of the pump, and it goes to the generator. Here the pressure is low, here the pressure is high. The pump increases the pressure of the solution by 10 bar. The strong solution of ammonia in the generator is heated by some external source such as gas or steam. During the heating process, the ammonia vapor is driven off the solution at high pressure, leaving behind the hot, weak ammonia solution in the generator. See from this sketch that the strong solution, it is being pumped to the generator, and here it is being heated externally with the external heating arrangement. So what happens? Water separate gas moves up and it goes to the condenser, while water with aqueous ammonia, dilute ammonia water solution, it is being sent back to the absorber through pressure reducing valve. Pressure reducing valve reduces the pressure of the aqueous ammonia solution and it's sent to the absorber. Okay. The ammonia vapor is driven off the solution at high pressure, leaving behind the hot, weak ammonia solution in the generator. Okay. This weak ammonia solution flows back to the absorber at low pressure after passing through the pressure reducing valve. Okay. The high pressure ammonia vapor from the generator condensed in the condenser to a high pressure liquid ammonia. The liquid ammonia is passed to the expansion valve through the receiver and then to evaporator. This completes the simple vapor absorption cycle. Now, what happened exactly? Here, the ammonia gas, which is evolved which is being heated in the generator, what happened? Ammonia separates out from the water. Of course, water contains ammonia part, and here the generator pressure is high. This aqueous ammonia then sent to the absorber through the pressure reducing valve, and this aqueous ammonia invites more liquid to get dissolved, and this is exothermic reaction. Cooling water element is there to remove the heat, and then again this strong solution is pumped to the generator where it is being heated externally and ammonia separates out. Aqueous ammonia solution again goes back to the absorber through PRV, pressure reducing valve. This ammonia moves up in the gaseous form. It is having pressure high because it is coming from the generator. Generator is maintaining higher pressure than the absorber. So this ammonia moves up and it comes to the condenser. In condenser, this ammonia is cooled down with external arrangement. So it is converted from the gas into the liquid, high pressure liquid. It is converted into high pressure liquid over here. From here, this high pressure liquid in condenser that starts moving towards the receiver. Receiver is there just to collect the liquid ammonia over here. Liquid ammonia which is coming over here is received over here in the receiver. From there, from the receiver, this liquid ammonia which is maintaining high pressure because the area is the high pressure zone, this comes into the expansion valve. Sooner it comes into the expansion valve, the evaporation of the ammonia start taking place. Pressure is reduced over here. From here, expansion valve pressure is reduced and then it moves into the evaporator. In evaporator, the liquid ammonia is being evaporated, and so cooling effect is it absorbs the heat from the side and this liquid changes into the gas. From this portion, this gas goes to the absorber again where it is being absorbed by the water present over there. That's all.